Hey, what's up YouTube? Here's David or DBEE. Welcome back again to yet another video. Welcome to another episode of the series where I'm talking about specific animes that I've watched. So today I am going to be doing currently my favorite anime of all time, arguably my favorite anime of all time, not even currently. It's just in my top 5 always. It's too good to be true of a show. It is overhyped to shit, probably. Does it deserve the hype? In my opinion, yes. Is it a 10 out of 10 show? Also, yes. And by the title and thumbnail, you already know we are talking about One Piece. This is such a monster of a show. Like, it is in a way too perfect. At least that's what the community makes it out to seem. This seems like the end all be all, the ultimate anime to watch, the ultimate, the final goal. This is like the ultimate. This is like the final boss if you're a true anime fan. That's how I feel the community kind of portrays this show in that kind of light. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not wrong, but that's how I feel how at least the One Piece fandom portrays it for sure. I like the show. I seriously do like the show. The cons, the pros, I like everything about it. The cons, main cons of the show is it's probably too many episodes, which I guess it's up to the individual to decide what is too many episodes. Some people think a 12 episode anime is long enough because they maybe watch one anime a day. For them, that's 12 days. Other people watch 20 episodes a day and go like, oh yeah, it's not too bad watching 500 episodes, not the worst. Personally, I really enjoy the long shows. I really enjoy like slow paced shows. I really enjoy the payoff at the very end uh, of that whole build up. So for me, watching long shows like Naruto, Detective Conan, One Piece, it's not a problem. I enjoyed it, even though for some people that is a huge con. For example, in Naruto, I watched all the filler. I enjoyed it. Some filler was stupid, some was great. It is what it is. One Piece doesn't have much filler for the amount of episode it has, but it has a lot of filler moments. That's how I'm gonna call them. There's a lot of directing issues with some of the episodes. There's a lot of unnecessary scenes, unnecessary frames, basically kind of deliberately extending the story for the sake of extending it. There's a lot of arcs that could have ended like 50 episodes early realistically. There's a lot of fights that didn't need to be shown. There's a lot of flashbacks that were dragged out for 3+ episodes that really weren't that deep or needed that much. Like a lot of side characters get really fleshed out backstories, which are interesting as hell. Some of them are at least. Other ones are not that much. But it's all building up towards like that finale, because that's how I feel One Piece is as a show. It's a build up to the finale. Because since day one, Luffy wants to be the Pirate King, and they're looking for the One Piece. Basically, essentially, it's in the title. Like since day one, you are being basically introduced to this idea of this kid's journey. By the way, this video will be full of spoilers. So, or I probably already should say, like, if you haven't watched the show, this will be a I'm gonna be spoiling everything. I'm gonna be talking about anything I want. I'll be freestyling, be jumping from topic to topic. I just want to talk about the show personally. So, you've been warned. I haven't spoiled anything insane so far. I've just gave general shit about the show. So, anyhow, Luffy becoming the Pirate King is the ultimate goal. It's what we're all looking forward to. It's all what we all want to see. We all want to see the journey of him and his crew and all of his crewmates fulfilling their dreams. It's kind of an inspiring story to a degree because all of them start from nothing. They're all relatively weak at the beginning. Luffy as a kid always lost to Ace. He always lost to Sabo. He got beaten up by Garp. He was like little crybaby. Eventually got the fruit. He became out of focus. We don't like those shots. We don't like out of focus shots realistically. So apologies. I need to quickly check Discord of what's happening. Okay. So I got tagged in Discord. I'm gonna do this after the episode. So, it's a great show in terms of world building. That is like a standard fact about the show. It's really difficult to hate about world building. The only thing you can realistically hate about world building One Piece is the community over exaggerates certain aspect of world building. Currently in the manga, like I said, I'm spoiling a lot of things. So if you haven't watched it, click off the video, simply. In the manga where Luffy activates Gear 5 and he's that has that mythical fruit that's supposed to be whatever of the sun god and whatever, yeah. I don't know the ins and outs. Apparently, like that fruit is meant to make you like more human or more happy to be a human or something. I've read along those lines. And they stretched it so far that in the very first episode, Luffy said that he was like the second he ate the food that he feels happier. Was that an actual like reach to the future by Oda? I have no clue, but I think it's a bit of a stretch. But maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I don't know. Character wise, man, this show has so much time to develop their characters that every character is genuinely interesting and genuinely important. I'm gonna list off the top of my head like the most interesting characters that I find. So you got Whitebeard, Roger, Mihawk. There's so much mystery on Mihawk. I absolutely love it. The pacifista, like the actual person, not the like robots. What is his name again? Kuma. Kuma. He's so cool, man. Law, Kid, Luffy, Zora. The whole crew is interesting as hell because they have so many episodes dedicated to their own story, like the main crew. All the side crew. Shanks is such a mystery currently. We don't know if he. I think Shanks is going to turn out to be a villain. That or he's going to be like Shanks will be huge in the story because he's already like he's mysterious enough. He has so little screen time, but the amount of screen time he has and the things we know about him are really, really interesting. Shanks is so my favorite characters are probably Law, Ace, Shanks, Whitebeard, Blackbeard. I would say those are like my top 5 characters. I absolutely love them with a passion. For example, Shanks, we know he fought Kaido, or at least stopped him to getting into Marineford, which is huge. That we can already scale him to like insane powers. Like we already knew he was Emperor, but we really never seen him actually fight an Emperor level status. Him just stopping Kaido. Even Kaido himself said that Shanks is one of the few people who can fight him. Same thing with Dragon, man. Dragon's gonna be so cool when we actually finally get to like know what's up with him, because there's also not much been shown about Dragon. What else do I like about the show? I like how funny it is. The show is genuinely funny. Luffy is just genuinely stupid, which makes it funny. He's not like that. He's not trying. Like, okay, comparing him to Dragon Ball, Goku had a huge character progression from like OG Dragon Ball into Z. He became really serious, really cool, really like calculated. Yeah, he had still his dumb moments, but like there was progression of him maturing, growing, blah blah blah. He became a father, all of that things. In Super, they just threw that away and he became stupid again, just like that. Not exactly a fan of that, to be honest, completely. It is what it is, but it lost like the progression. In One Piece, 90%, like 99% of the characters will stick to their guns basically. So Luffy for the whole show is basically stupid. Like he has high battle IQ or whatever, but like in general he's just stupid, which makes him funny. He's stupid, but like the shit he does is just cool. Like he will talk shit to absolutely anyone he feels like to, which I absolutely love about him. The scene where he just goes on the phone to Big Mom and just rips into her. He's not even powerful at that point. He's still weak, like relatively weak compared to an emperor, but he still talks shit, man. He still talks shit. What is great about this story? The foreshadowing is pretty good. Like it's really good, the foreshadowing in general. Like I said, there's some stretches to the foreshadowing, but in general it's a really good and somewhat consistent throughout the whole show. Villain wise, it's a hit or miss. Depends which villains you like and which villains you hit. In general, I really like every single villain in this show, apart from that guy from that filler arc who did like that competition. He was just a stupid villain. But all villains are unique, quirky. They have their own like little niche. Some of them are sadistic, some of them are stupid, some of them are fighting for the wrong reason and then turn like helpful towards Luffy. It's really diverse. which I guess makes sense considering there's 1,000 episodes. There should be a lot of different characters and a lot of characters with like unique personalities. Arc wise, some of the arcs stretch too long. I seriously think some of the arcs are way too long for the amount of reward you get at the end of the arc. Because, okay, this is honestly how a One Piece structure of a arc will look like. You'll get the intro of the arc. They're like, oh, we're going here, we're doing this, we're doing that. The threat of the arc will be revealed, but no one really knows on the crew, like, what's up. They just know, they have a name, that's all they basically have, a name. Then there's the boring part. All the side characters get their like moments of shining, all your typical blah 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 blah, complaining, whining. Then there's the boss fight, which usually tends to be really like lacking. Like the only really cool like boss fights I can think of was like Crocodile and now the Flamingo. Marineford in general was just a great arc, so I'm not including it as a boss fight because it's not really a boss fight in there. Marineford is just great. Who else was a good villain with a payoff? Kategori was kind of like his animation, his fighting, everything was sick because of the like threat level he was. But there was just not enough build up for the Kategori to matter. That whole arc really revolved around Big Mom. I understand they saved her for Wano for later, but I just feel it kind of like it showed Luffy's progression. He was literally just a stepping stone for Luffy at that point. And now Kaido is the big bad, but Kaido has enough setup. He's been talked about for so long, so we can perfectly accept that. But other people, okay, so then there's the boss fight. And then after the boss fight, you get so much lore dropped, so much world changes, so much world progression, which is so flipping cool, man. I absolutely love that with a passion. What else, man? Oh, a critique about the show. All females look the same. I don't know why Oda, but he just draws all females the same. I swear to God, like they're like a cookie cutter just format for how Oda draws. The show also. Okay, romance in the show is funny because it really it kind of exists. Like there's obviously like the side characters that like love each other, whatever. But like for example, I love the fact that Luffy like doesn't care about romance. Like he's not like a MC who like chases after a girl or has a girl and he knows like he will end up eventually with her. Like not that he knows, but like if you think about it, Naruto for half his fucking like life chased after Sakura. I mean, kid was in love, cool, but like the chase part, it added to the story between Naruto and Sasuke a lot because their rivalry, blah blah blah, and Naruto like felt like outclassed by Sasuke, for example. But people really hated Sakura for the things she said like to Naruto. In One Piece is the complete opposite. There's the female characters are written, I would say, well compared to Naruto specifically. They're not perfect. For example, Boa Hancock she has a tragic backstory. She is actually a really powerful female from the get-go. What else? Her love for Luffy is unrequited love, because not unrequited, but like Luffy just doesn't view her that way, basically, or like he doesn't care to view her that way, or maybe he does, but he's just too busy becoming a pirate king. And I love how like she feels that's the man she fell in love with, the absolute moron, which is funny as shit, I think. Also, I love how like characters like Big Mom are written, because Big Mom's really not over sexualized. She's nothing like. She is deliberately drawn like that, but she is one of the most powerful characters in that show, which I think is cool as shit. Because usually the most powerful female in a show would be either over sexualized or kind of looking like. What would be a good example I'm trying to compare this to? I'm really trying to find a good anime comparison to. Basically, One Piece has the same formula for women, kind of like Dragon Ball. Powerful women done correctly, basically. That's, I guess, the moral of my story, how I'm trying to compare it to. What else do I like about the show? I'm trying to think. It's not exactly the show, but the video games are sick, man. The show surrounding the video games are sick. the whole theme of One Piece of searching for your own freedom is also pretty cool, I think. It's refreshing because Luffy's not looking for power. He's looking for freedom. That's his ultimate goal, to be the freest man alive. He's not like trying to be the Pirate King, to be the most powerful. He's not like Asta or Naruto or Goku. He doesn't try to be the strongest. I understand Naruto is trying to be the strongest to protect the ones he loves, but he's still just looking for power. Essentially, like, that's like the plot for like 99% of villains out there. They're looking just to get power. Like I said, 99% of villains, obviously got 1% that are actual fleshed out villains. So I touched story, I touched side characters I like, I touched pacing. What else did I show that I really like? I started collecting mangas over there, which I have already 5 volumes of One Piece. I know I'm going to be collecting for a while, but just let me enjoy the process, all I'm saying. Let me enjoy the process. Okay, cool. I think this will be enough for a video. If I feel like I need to talk more later down the line when the show evolves, I'll do a part 2 to this. I think that's a fair enough thing to do. So anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I was boy DB. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Goodbye.